This blatant lack of respect toward the legislative branch is a deterioration of checks and balances, all while they hide their atrocities from the public. The people demand answers, and immigrants deserve humanity. Look, this is why they're reluctant to let these people in, because they have no good intentions at all. They're not in there to see if they're being treated fairly. They're not there to have an unbiased opinion as to what might be happening or how the process is being conducted in these facilities. They're just there to play politics. And no matter what, even if everything is squeaky clean, they've all got king-size beds with freaking canopies, and they've got their own bedroom furniture. It's like a 5-star lavish hotel in there, treated like freaking gods with 5-star meals and filet mignon and all that shit. Even if all that was happening, they would still say that they're being treated like animals, they're in cages, and the whole 9 yards. So they don't have any good reason to be there really in the first place. But I get it. Legally, they're allowed to go in and inspect the place. I get it, but let's check this out.
This is Congressman Adriano Espaillat. We're here to visit the detention center. We were greeted by a masked officer. We have been trapped in here.
He's got left-wing cameras pointing at him.
Agent.
He doesn't want to get doxxed.
No name.
That's one of the tactics that the Democrats tend to employ. They end up doxing people, and the next thing you know, mobs of leftists show up, and they try to firebomb their freaking houses.
We cannot determine who it is because he refuses to show his face.
Why do you want to see his face? How is that going to help you with anything in any way, shape, or form? Why do you want to see his face? We all know why he wants for him to reveal his face, so that way they could plaster it all over left-wing circles so they can send their freaking goons out after him to try to make him and his family's life a living hell.
So we're trapped here.
These people are fucking evil, man.
Supervisors here.
It's a real shame what the Democratic Party's been turned into.
We are duly elected members of Congress, and Section 527 allows us the oversight responsibilities to go in there and see what is going on and with the detention of immigrants. We know for a fact there's over 100.
Notice how they didn't start this press conference until they were behind these bars, because you know they're going to spin it. We've been locked inside. They've jailed us in here. They've unlawfully imprisoned members of Congress.
105 immigrants that are being detained here, and we have.
I can already see it, man. This is too easy.
Come here and have oversight over this operation. Again, we were greeted by a masked agent who refused to give us.
Oh my God, dude! Enough of the fucking mask. We get it.
His face and who
so what, man? The entirety of Congress, they wore masks all over the fucking place in 2020 and 2021. So what the hell is your point? Maybe the dude's got COVID. Maybe that's what he should say. I'm sorry, I've got a coronavirus and I'm possibly contagious, so I'm wearing the mask. Maybe they should just play their stupid games right back at him.
Proceeded to lock the door, keeping us, in essence, incarcerated here because we cannot go in or out.
Oh, you're so full of shit.
Until we get further notice.
I told you, man, this shit's too easy. These Democrats are so fucking predictable, man. It's like shooting fish in a barrel, man. All right, so the Department of Homeland Security responded to this, and they said this is deeply unserious. The members were not trapped and were free to leave whenever they would like. In fact, the BOP, Bureau of Prisons, which manages this facility, had to close the gates to prevent the media from trespassing. Here are the facts. These members did not follow proper protocol and schedule their visit. Instead, they brought a gaggle of media to drive clicks and fundraising emails. Now, I know, according to federal law, technically, they don't have to, they don't legally have to make an appointment. However, with the influx of illegal immigrants and the added security and everything, they want to ensure their safety, which is why they prefer them to schedule their visit. That way they can take all the dangerous criminals. I don't know if they've got some general population thing going on. They just want to make sure the building's secure so that members of Congress can go in there, because God forbid one of them gets injured while they're in there. I mean, could you imagine the freaking horror show that'd be spread all over the mainstream media if one of these Congress members were to get, I don't know, sucker punched by an illegal immigrant? Because of course they're going to say that it was ICE Customs Enforcement who did it. He sucker punched me and he threw me in handcuffs and violated me in all kinds of different ways. I woke up and my pants were down. Oh my God, the horror. All right, anyway, so here's the facts. These members did not follow proper protocol and schedule their visit. So anyways, as ICE enforcement have seen a surge in assaults, disruptions, and obstructions to enforcement, including by members of Congress themselves, any request to tour processing centers and field offices must be approved by the Secretary of Homeland Security. These requests must be part of legitimate congressional oversight activities. ICE officers have seen an 830% surge in assaults. Visits to and by the way, this surge in assaults is from illegal immigrants, by the way. That's where that number is coming from. Not just the left-wingers who are out on the street throwing rocks at them. They're actually talking about getting assaulted by people they're apprehending, because remember, a ton of the people that entered the country are violent criminals, because most of Latin America, they emptied out their prisons all over the place and they sent them up here. So a lot of these people they're arresting, they're trying to get the most violent ones taken care of first. Then they can start working down the ladder. So that, I'm assuming, explains the high surge in assaults, 830%. So visits to detention facilities, requests should be made with sufficient time to prevent interference with the president's Article 2 authority to oversee executive department functions. A week is sufficient to ensure no intrusion on the president's constitutional authority. To protect the president's Article 2 authority, any request to shorten that time must be approved by the secretary. So there you go.